If you've been watching Williamsburg properties sit longer than they used to, get price drops, or disappear and pop back up a few weeks later, you're not imagining it. Let's talk about what's actually happening in this market right now, and why it might be the best window buyers have seen in years. Hi, I'm Ralph with Brooklyn Waterfront Living, and in this video we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the sale market in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The Williamsburg market is sluggish right now. On the ground, here's what we're seeing almost every week. Price drops on listings that came out too aggressively, properties going off market and then resurfacing weeks later, and days on the market that are climbing, not falling. That last point matters because it's not what a lot of the big brokerage reports are telling you. Several of them report days in the market going down year over year, and none of them count the on-off, on-again listings, the ones that got pulled and relisted without ever actually selling. Here's the disconnect. Those figures are usually built off closed sales, meaning the homes that actually sold, the homes that were priced right and moved fast. They don't capture what's actively sitting unsold on the market right now and those that have been delisted. So here's what's actually going on. Take a look at this graphic. In the last 90 days, the median price cut sellers had to give just to get a signed deal in this sector was 7.7%. That's 30.5% higher than a year ago. That's not a market where sellers are holding all the leverage. And the data backs up what we're seeing on the ground. But properties priced right still sell. And that's the strategy that yields results in this market. Homes priced accurately from day one are still moving, sometimes in a couple of weeks. It's the overpriced listings, the ones still priced like it's 2022 or 2023 that are still sitting, having multiple price cuts, getting pulled and coming back. If a home isn't selling, 90% of the time it's due to aspirational pricing. So why is this happening? Why the slowdown? We came into 2026 very hopeful. Rates had been drifting down and even dipped into the high fives in February. A lot of us expected a genuinely strong spring market to finally show up. Then geopolitical events, specifically the conflict in the Middle East, rattled markets. Inflation worries came back and mortgage rates climbed right back up to the mid-6 range. Buyers who were ready to jump back in paused and stepped to the sidelines. That combination is exactly what took the wind out of the spring market everyone was hoping for. Here's the flip side. Williamsburg has forged through many tough markets. The 2008 crash, the L train shutdown, COVID, and each time it bounced back even stronger. Buyers are on the sidelines, which means less competition for the buyers who aren't waiting it out. It's also the reason the rental market has exploded. Buyers are opting to rent and simply staying put. However, for buyers who are shopping, I am seeing real negotiations happen, price reductions, seller concessions, closing cost credits, and sellers willing to work with one buyer instead of fielding 5 competing bids. You actually have time to look at the property, think it over, get your inspection, and make a decision without a bidding war deadline looming over your head. That kind of room to breathe simply did not exist even 18 months ago. And don't forget what rent is doing.
The June median rents in Manhattan surged to numbers we've never seen before, and that is pushing up prices in the outer boroughs as well.
Average rent in Williamsburg has increased 3.71% year over year, according to Rent Cafe. Every month you wait, you're paying someone else's mortgage at a record rate and building zero equity. Buying now, even at today's rates, locks in your monthly payment. And remember, you can always refinance at a later date when rates come back down. Renting really locks in nothing. So here's the bottom line. Yes, Williamsburg is sluggish right now. Yes, prices are pulling back, and homes are sitting longer than the closed sale headlines admit. But if you're a buyer, this is genuinely your window. If you're a seller, price it right and it will still move. But price it right from the launch. This is not a market for aspirational pricing because you don't want to end up chasing the market and accumulating days on the market. Remember, buyers can see everything, the full price history, along with how many times it's been on, off, on again. I tell owners that your price history is online for all to see, so you want to be priced correctly before going out of the gate. I'm Ralph with Brooklyn Waterfront Living. Reach out to me directly if you want to talk through what this market actually means for you. All of my info is on the screen and down below. My team and I have helped hundreds of buyers, sellers, investors, and landlords with their real estate goals. And we can help you too. See you on the next one.